Hi, I'm Cinnamon Cunha, your art Sherpa, and today I want to show you how a little recycled plastic and a single brush stroke can make this gorgeous painting today. You can do it with me following along step by step. So get your paint, get your brushes, save the plastic wrap on those canvases, come back and meet me at the easel right now. I'm going to show you how to paint this beautiful rainbow day. So let's look at the materials that we're going to use for today's green, fun, easy, beginner-friendly project. I have a pack of 8 by 10 canvases in their plastic wrap. That's important because we're going to be saving that. You can see some other plastic wrap from my canvases that I've saved. You're going to want to follow that. Keep that going around. I've got scissors to open my canvases. I've got a number 4 round. I've got a nice big wide brush. This is a number 30. I've got another wide brush. This is a number 26. I've got a artist knife. This is a diamond-headed artist knife, black paint, and I have purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and white paint. And that's what I'm going to be using to put together this fun project. Now let's pop our canvas and save our plastic. Now that you have everything open and you've saved your plastic wrap for later, so I can show you how you can make a really cool tree with it, get your big brush and bring it over to your water. You're going to want to dip this in your water and drag off the extra, and you're going to come and start to load it into your white paint. I'm going to dip in a little bit again, loading. I flip my brush to load, and I'm going to get the smallest, tiniest amount of blue because I want a very light sky. Just brush back and forth on your surface with this very, very, very light blue. I'm going to take that up to about the halfway point, and I'm going to get a little more light blue and come at the halfway point and then bring that down a little bit. Right, bringing that down. That's blending it together. And then I'm going to get a little more blue paint, loading both sides. Come above that and bring that down a little bit. And I may need to dip my brush in a little bit of water and get some more blue and white up here at this point, back and forth. And then just blend that down to get that nice summer sky effect. See? There you go. Just a nice clear summer sky. Now you want to rinse out your brushes every time. You're going to want to wash your brushes right after you paint. That's going to be the best thing you can do to help them last longer. To get the next layer, this is going to need to be dry for me. So I'm going to dry that real quick with my hairdryer. Once the paint is dry, I'm ready to prepare my paint for my rainbow stroke. You guys are going to love how fun and easy this is. Now, to do this, if I'm going to make a brush stroke from left to right, I need to lay the paint out in reverse rainbow order. If I want to do the brush stroke from right to left, you're going to want to put it out in traditional rainbow order. So, but for this, because I'm going to be stroking from left to right, I'm going to put it out this way. I'm going to come get my purple on my artist knife. I'm going to come right here and put a nice amount of that down. Right there, very controlled. Then I'm going to get my blue. Same thing, I squeeze it up into the tube. Grab just a bit with my artist knife and come tuck it right next to the purple. Next color in our rainbow is green. And come right here. Right next to that, look at that. You can see how the artist knife is a really key part of pulling this off. I'm going to get my yellow. There we go. And I'll go ahead and put a little orange out just to be sure that there's a nice orange between the yellow and the red. And I'm going to go ahead and add my last color, which is my red. I'm ready to open that up. Fresh paint. Always nice to have fresh paint. Open that right up and put that right there. See that bright red? That's going to be big, important. Okay. Now I'm going to take my big brush and rinse it way out. I don't want anything in it, right? No pigment. And I'm going to want to make a brush stroke across my canvas from here to here. So to do that, I'll get my brush a little bit wet, drag off the extra water, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to get right into the middle and pull down to load. I'm taking this right here. You guys ready? I'm going to come off my canvas and just go right across. Make that one stroke rainbow. So once you've got your rainbow in and everything is perfectly dry, you're ready to put in your landscape. Don't forget that you're saving the plastic wrap from your canvases. Now, if you didn't have any plastic wrap on your canvases, you can always use saran wrap. Works exactly the same way, but why not recycle? So I'm going to put this aside for when I'm ready for it. I've got my brushes for my acrylic. I'm going to use a bigger brush right now just to put in the landscape so I don't have to spend a long time painting it. And I'm going to come way low across the bottom and just make a bit of ground that all of this could be on. Painting that all in. This is just my ground for the landscape. And I like to make sure that it's not flat or level. It goes up and down. Once that's done, I'm going to get my round brush. This is a number 4 round with a nice tip. And I'm going to go ahead and start my tree trunk. So I'm going to come right here, about an inch over from the left. And I'm going to make just kind of a wandering brush stroke up. You don't have to have a really straight brush stroke because trees are not straight. So it's okay if your hand wanders a little bit or you have a bit of wiggle in there. Don't worry. Now, once you have a basic trunk, it's fun to bring a branch out. I'm going to bring a branch out like this. And then I'll bring another little friend out like that. Just good to add branches. So I had a few branches. Maybe some are over here. Some of them might get covered by the leaves, but you never know who's going to peek through. So it's nice to make sure that it feels like there are structures holding up all of your leaves. I like to make sure there's nice transitions and that my branches are thinner than the trunk that they're attached to. And once I have a tree structure all set up, I'm going to come here and just make a little bit of grass. And that's just about taking the tippy toe of my brush and making little upward brush strokes all across the bottom, changing the direction. Don't make little regimented mode strokes. Make them a little bit crazy and messy. Curve them different directions, blow them in the wind. When your grass is in, it's time to get that plastic out and upcycle within your painting. So I think this is really fun for everything that's going on right now, this idea of use and reuse everywhere we can. And plus, this makes the best leaf texture. I like to ball this up so there aren't a bunch of loose bits hanging around everywhere. And I'm going to come just lightly press, letting the plastic make my little leaves. See how we do? It makes like a little kind of leaf shape. When you want the leaves to be thicker, you can press harder. And if you want the leaves to be lighter, you press lighter. And so that makes it really nice where you can make a nice open little airy tree. It's super pretty. Right in front of your rainbow. On this perfect little day. Now once that's all in, you can always go and make some little extra branches more interesting bits to make your tree better. I often like to have a little twig coming out that goes to nowhere. That's from a old broken something. You can see those extra little touches. And then let's put in a few little birds that are finding their way in. Flying off in the distance, but they found a place to land and they're excited to be there. There's really only one thing left to do, and that's sign your painting. Now I could sign in black, but I think it's not really going to show up here in the corner. So I'm going to take a little white paint and put it out, because black paint on black paint would disappear. And I'm going to go ahead and take my pen, my little brush here, and write my little moniker out. My name that I'm signing with, so that later, years to come, anyone finding this knows who made it. Look at that. Didn't we do great? That was a lot of fun. That was a tremendous amount of fun, and I'm so grateful for the time you spent with me today. I can't wait to see your version on social media. Be sure and share with me in any of the places that the Art Sherpa is at. I cannot wait to see your painting. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I want to see you at an easel really soon. Bye-bye.